try to call me a bully, but I was thinking
shout out to Charlemagne, because he like, right when I did that, he like screen captured and was like, yo, this is so true. He says so true about a lot of radio people. So what I tweeted, just so everyone knows what we're talking about right here, is for all the up-and-coming hip-hop media outlets, look at Peter Rosenberg for what not to do. Same dead-end, low-paying radio job for 20 years. Never got a promotion. In fact, he got demoted when Ebro took the main position on the Hot 97 morning show. He spent 18 years uploading to his YouTube channel to only have 50,000 followers. Most of the videos he drops get less than 1,000 views. Hated on every new media person who came in the game. He hated on me. He hated on you.
Everybody.
He hated on Charlemagne. He hated on everybody. None of these people, like all the people in No Jumper, none of them are his friends. Hey. Hated on every single person, formed no relationship with any of us, and will ultimately retire broke and bitter. Mic drop.
I felt bad.
Am I right, though?
No, you're right. I had my run-in with him.
Yeah.
He had a show at Complex.
Right, which flopped.
Absolutely.
Which flopped. Yep.
And I remember, they were trying to get me in the show. I was always checking. I never got like really welcoming energy. You gave me welcoming energy from the moment I came in this game, right?
Of course.
So I was always kind of trying
not just you, everybody.
That's a fact.
Charlemagne, No Jumper, Traplo Rock, all these people, everybody.
And so what happened with me and him was that, I didn't. Sometimes these guys are like, well, I'm Rosenberg. You're supposed to. So I was like really kind of weary of him when he did come to Complex. Anyway, he goes on the show. He says this thing, I seen academics at Complex. You look so scared. And I was just like, dude, if you were trying to have a relationship with me, why would you even go say something like that? Number two, I never talked to you ever. We saw each other maybe one time at Complex. And now you're really, because I guess, maybe you don't agree with my ideology. And this is what I remember. This is what I know about old hip hop media and media personalities. Say because they disagree with me, they hate you. Like, I could not agree with you about certain things. We've debated about things that we don't agree with. But do I use that to be like, Vlad's a piece of shit? No, that's what he does.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening, I remember we got into it and we got into some silly shit. I was like, bro, listen, we could box. I don't know what's up with you. We could do whatever. And I remember he sent me a DM. It was so long, but I left that interaction feeling bad because I remember I went on a rant on stream and I was just like, bro, like you can't with any of these independent guys. What are you talking about? Right. And he sent me a message. I want to read this thing. It's so pathetic. Go ahead. And he was like trying to convince me that he wasn't jealous, but it just reeked of, let me see. Maybe you unsent it, because I think after you might have unsent it.
Probably did.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Oh, yeah, I never even. He's like, because I was like, yo, listen, if you have that much of a problem, because I don't know you, but you seem like you're so anti-me. I said, if you think I'm so scared of you, because we've seen each other, I said, we could box. He's like, I'm not meeting you to fight. I have zero interest in that. He said, I have an interest in how you're taking advantage of your platform. I saw you big up and help a woman in Chicago. That's a start. But man, hip hop, blah, blah, blah. And this is what he says. He says, you could tell me to go f myself and that I'm hating. But do you think I want what you have? Do you think I want your bank account? I lived and
well, that didn't age well.
But the only thing I wish you would just take accountability, even with me, no matter what words we've shared or said to each other. It's not that I hate you, but you've been this person who have been an elitist, someone who feel that you always felt privileged because of maybe your hip hop knowledge or whatever, and you've always shit on people.
Yeah.
Those people don't last. This is why the Vlads last. This is why Vlad is getting his flowers. Because when I was very new to the game, Vlad could have said, yo, this guy doing them voiceover videos, he's trash. I hope no one likes this guy. You know what Vlad said? Yo, I see you're doing your thing. If you ever need any help, I'm here.
Yep.
Anytime he was ever asked about me or he had to speak on me, this is before we got to know each other really personally. Right. It was always based on how our interactions were. It was always up on positive.
Yes.
That's not Peter Rosenberg.
No, Peter's what I consider the three bums of hip hop media. 3 bums.
Because
Because he's a third mic on a morning show. Like, seriously.
yeah, but it didn't have to be that. Like, no one really cares that much about you and hates you like that, which I can't understand why he's never reconciled it and tried to be like, hey, listen, maybe I was a little bit too abrasive at times. Maybe I whatever. Like, I see what you guys are doing. The good. This is what I've never understood about guys like this. You see where you have eyes. You see where the landscape is going. Yo, he's the type of to double down on bankruptcy. And I'm like, yo, bro. Like, come on.
Doubling down on bankruptcy. I love it.
Yo, Rosenberg could have been a guy who could have pivoted and even benefited from a lot of what we have going on, because I don't think it's not that deep, but they make it that deep. They make it that deep where you like seeing them being irrelevant and fail. It's not like I really don't give a fuck about him that much.
Yeah.
I do think he has great hip hop knowledge, but I'm telling you, he'll double down on bankruptcy. And I'm watching these guys, I'm like, when me and Vlad have conversations, it's so good.
And here's the problem with Peter, right? Because Peter was talking shit about me on Twitter. This was like maybe 10 years ago. And then I saw him. I ran into him at a wrestling event.
Oh, really? Should give him a rock bottom.
Listen, it was me and my son at the time.
Yeah.
But I told my son, hey, just
Yeah.
fall back. You know what I mean? Just like stay here. I'm going to go talk to Peter by myself. I didn't want it to look like I'm rolling up on him too deep with like, my goon, and I'm going to try to intimidate him. I went to go talk to him by myself, right? We sat down together. The first thing he said is, I'm sorry for what I said on Twitter. That's not me. I don't really beef with people like that. I apologize, And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Cool. And we had a cool little conversation. 2 weeks later, he's talking shit about me on Twitter again. This is the type of person that you can't respect, because they'll say whatever it is when you're in front of them to get out of that situation, then go back to how it is that they were before. There's no integrity. There's no honesty. There's no truth in what he does. That's why at that point, I'm like, fuck him. He's a punk.
Yo, he sent me this message.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So first of all, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all. And the clip of the show, y'all, that was DJ Vlad and DJ Academics. And DJ Vlad, he decided to go on to the DJ Academics platform. And DJ Vlad, he got interviewed by DJ Academics. And they mentioned a lot of people in the industry. And one person that they talked about the most was Peter Rosenberg. Because according to DJ Academics and DJ Vlad, Peter Rosenberg, he's a hater. And they claim that, Academics, he said that he wanted to catch the fade with Peter Rosenberg. And Vlad, he even said that he ran down on Peter Rosenberg. And he did this with my son, the general, because back in the day, I would say maybe 4 years ago, that's when, my son was basically DJ Vlad's bodyguard in NYC. So when DJ Vlad, when he was in NYC, that's when he would call my son. And Vlad, he claimed that he ran down on Peter Rosenberg. And of course, he was acting tough when he had people behind him. I'm talking about DJ Vlad. And, I actually want to know what y'all think about this. So make sure to like this video and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next videos.